All new tonight, WESH News goes right to the source, getting answers from a local leader we exposed in an exclusive investigation. Good evening. I'm Jim Payne.
I'm Martha Sagowski. WESH 2 uncovered records showing Orange County Commissioner Jennifer Thompson repeatedly sent and received texts from a Disney lobbyist opposed to the county's sick pay proposal.
These text messages came during the final emotional public debate. All new tonight, WESH 2's Greg Fox pushes the investigation forward, confronting Commissioner Thompson in a one-on-one interview you'll see only on WESH 2.
Can you say definitively that your friend, a lobbyist, was not trying to steer the conversation and influence your vote?
I can say that definitively.
Orange County Commissioner Jennifer Thompson told me she was not playing dirty politics by communicating from her commission chair with a Disney World lobbyist the night she and 3 other commissioners
opposed. No.
Voted to delay putting the sick time measure on the November ballot. Our WESH 2 News investigation reveals that during the 6 hours of final debate, Thompson and a lobbyist for one of the sick pay measure's biggest opponents, Disney, exchanged 32 text messages. The lobbyist is Sharon Smoley, the same woman who visited the mayor and every single commissioner, a source tells us, to talk about sick pay. Thompson describes Smoley as a close friend and says the texts were not about business. A Disney spokesman backed that up in this statement. No, Sharon was not doing lobbying business with Commissioner Thompson that day. We can't prove or disprove any of that because she deleted every message.
Can you tell us when you deleted those messages? What day and what time?
It was as I receive messages, I delete them as I go. I don't keep a log of anything unless I need to save it.
The sick pay group isn't buying it.
The public records request was put in at 10 a.m. the next morning. That takes the county more than a week to even acknowledge it. And here we go, missing text messages.
Is a text message a public record? From the First Amendment Foundation, a text message is a public document and one that should be preserved and provided to the public upon request.
According to a text message communication I received from a spokesman for Mayor Teresa Jacobs, he says all of the concerns about deleted emails and whether true public records were destroyed will likely lead to a move by the county to capture and log official text messages. Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
Now a WESH 2 News exclusive. Changes happening because of our investigation into a barrage of text messages between an Orange County commissioner and an anti-sick pay lobbyist.
The messages were destroyed in what some consider a violation of state law. Tonight, Orange County's mayor is promising to fix the problem now to protect your right to know. WESH 2's Greg Fox here live with us. And Greg, how soon will this happen?
Within a month, every cell phone in Orange County government paid for with taxpayer money will be tied to a new computer program that will collect and store text messages. Text messages as public records are being debated across the country. And after our investigation, Orange County will be among the first local governments to protect them, exactly like emails and other government records.
This is unfortunate, but we're going to fix it and it's not going to happen again.
Mayor Teresa Jacobs says the issues raised in our WESH 2 News investigation has prompted change. She's ordered her computer tech staff to begin collecting text messages on 2,000 county-provided phones. Those records could then be made public upon request.
Most of the information should be public record and should be available to the public. That seems like the easiest cure for the situation we're in right now.
Our review of cell phone records shows 32 text messages between Commissioner Jennifer Thompson and a Walt Disney World lobbyist, Sharon Smoley, during the September 11th debate and vote, which ultimately kept the referendum to provide paid sick leave for workers off the ballot. Disney opposed it, and Thompson's vote helped kill it.
Can you say definitively that your friend, a lobbyist, was not trying to steer the conversation and influence your vote?
I can say that definitively.
Thompson told me Tuesday night the lobbyist is a personal friend and that she was not trying to steer the vote that night. But we can't read those text messages because Thompson deleted them.
Can you tell us when you deleted those messages? What day and what time?
It was as I receive messages, I delete them as I go.
Destruction of a public record is a crime. Under the Florida Secretary of State's rules for records retention, printouts of electronic communications, email, instant messaging, text messaging are acceptable in place of electronic files. So why aren't prosecutors investigating Thompson and other public officials when text messages are destroyed? From State Attorney Lawson Lamar's office, quote, the issue of text messages in their digital form and the requirement for mandatory retention will ultimately have to be settled with either new legislation or a new Attorney General's opinion.
Now, right now, the city of Jacksonville already has a policy in place instructing employees to avoid using text messages when doing official government business, and if they do, to collect that information. But that depends on the honor system. The mayor promises Orange County system will guarantee public access to text messages.
Tonight, messages recovered. A look at the conversation Mayor Teresa Jacobs was having during that September 11th meeting. WESH 2's Greg Fox here with more of what he's learned.
And these are the text messages originally the mayor told us were deleted and unretrievable, lost for good. But after our public records request, she recovered them and provided them to us. And some of these messages tell a key part of the story that night a proposed referendum for the November ballot effectively died.
I would hope that if you truly believe in your core principles, that you will apply them all the time.
As Orange County's mayor appeared to be listening during the September 11th sick pay debate, she was also getting advice from a close friend. He's Kevin Shaughnessy, a lawyer who was Teresa Jacobs' first choice for county attorney before he turned the job down. He has worked in the past for Disney, an opponent of the sick pay measure. After a WESH 2 News records request, the mayor provided her deleted text messages from that day. There are 78 in all, 14 between Shaughnessy and Jacobs. That's more than the mayor texted back and forth to her own staff attorney. That morning, Shaughnessy, appearing neutral, wrote, "You simply have to place the initiative proposal on the ballot if there are enough signatures." But during the debate, he wrote, "Take a break. You want the county attorney to review the new ballot language, to study it." Was he coaching the mayor to talk with other commissioners about delaying a vote on the measure? From Shaughnessy, who must have been watching the meeting, "Not quite clear what you're saying." From Jacobs, "This is so bizarre. Please help me with a written explanation of my position. This is most distressful to me."
This is unfortunate, but we're going to fix it, and it's not going to happen again.
Jacobs told me this week our investigation of deleted text messages, a potential violation of the law that protects public records, is prompting her to have her technical staff devise a program to preserve text messages for all county-provided cell phones. Our investigation also revealed Commissioner Jennifer Thompson texted back and forth to a Disney lobbyist during the sick pay hearing and then deleted those 32 messages. Destruction of a public record is a crime, but because few governments have ways to preserve text messages, an investigation of Thompson is unlikely. From the state attorney's chief investigator, quote, "At this point, the Florida Commission on Ethics may be the more appropriate body to handle these allegations until the criminal laws are more defined."
Representatives from both Disney and Kevin Shaughnessy's office both say there was no working relationship between the two. From Mayor Jacobs today, Kevin Shaughnessy has advised me on a variety of issues for many years. I make no apology for seeking his counsel. He has never lobbied me on this issue. We are still waiting for the deleted text messages from all of the commissioners from the day of the sick pay initiative.